At this particular good time,
elona kwana so medazia vindane la bailio twa kuna we ata otu na ni wose no ne kenda siana situ simbidio na simbe na yuke itutethie ona eba ne omugunge wa mwana wanganya okete otethia family la yenga lukwela yayo.
When I was educating my children, I had a burden just as we have today, because we were required to bring money so that we can do school development, and I am thankful because we are doing it now together.
Nendo mota viazei kila dweka idie la dwa ina bumbe nitwende de alimo maitu mono ona tuyama ngende ya ona banini na edo mwana wa bitia twaenda balabe mwalimu oneza tukaituka moya mwalimu manoi tikana na kata.
I want to give you some hints, our today's parents, because our times our children were performing, and I think the reason was if a child erred in his or her ways, his ways, we were consulting the teachers, and we talk and rectify the problems.
Na nebongo mwache yala mweru matugonya idi waimena kwenda alimo menu na yo mukona gisomo kitambitie kutambia moiko na mathete ndi.
So I'm requesting you today's parents that you love your teachers.
Ina nendo mutilo bau maundu alama ingi nitukwende na kwika maundu makuondi otuyo imwene nenu.
I'm just leaving you at that, and I know we have a lot to do, and we are going to continue doing our issues to attend our duties together as we live here on earth.
Nenu aje yala muimaji gadila yakwa tuikalekelie muika ndini ni wazukulu ile wauyenda uteleje nondo yona tuzukulu taka ni kwete oba ndile akazukulu ebindela twetwa twikondo tuile akunya kendo.
And you old parents, I'm requesting you to support also the young, because you have pieces of advice and you have your grandchildren like the one I have here. If you are called upon to come and do something, please do so willingly.
Let
me leave you at that because time is against us.
I hand over the mic to the MC.
We are going well, and I want to welcome the chairman BOM, Mr. Mutova, to give his remarks.
Here I have 7 points, and I don't normally waste time. The first one, I would like to recognize about 4 people. I also want to thank Mr. Keilo for recognizing the mother. I want to request them to stand up. Michael's mother, Mr. Ndenge, Mr. Moses Molimato, and Salome Musili, those 4. This afternoon, I want to recognize those 4. This mom here, let us not talk about branches, and we tend to forget about the stem. Branches are many, but the stem is one. Kate, thank you very much. Mr. Ndenge and Mr. Moli are my 2 teachers in Kenya who are, I think, alive. Makofi yao. Now, this mama is the Mandam Vice Chairman uko kwa kanisa, sponsor, makofi yake. Number 2, I want to say kwa Kiswahili tumetoka mbali sana. This school started in 1970. Me, I was in college, Kikati Teachers College, training to be a teacher. I was a young boy, aged 20. And this school, the first head teacher was Michael Mutinda Mulinga. He is still alive, he lives in Makema. And the first chairman was the late Daniel Musemi Mato, 1970. Huo mwaka uliendelea, ukaendelea. The following year, 1971, the DEO, District Education Officer, it was Mr. Ngonze. That time, he is in Mariam Sasa. He brought a second teacher, the late Julius Mutune Kelo, to be the deputy, 1971. Those pupils who are in class 1 hakukuwa na nursery wakati huo. 1970, those pupils who were in class 1 in 1970, after 7 years, they were in class 7 in 1976. And I was the class teacher. Mrs. Mutinda was in class 5 there. I taught mathematics. 1976. Tumetoka mbali sana. Leo ya Silva endete kwa mazaya lindwa. Tumetoka mbali sana. And that is, I'm talking about 40 years ago. 40 years ago, na wale watoto walikuwa kwa ile darasa. I don't know whether they are here. Can you see Ezekiel Mutua Matinge here? Can you stand up? That class, the first class, wale walifanya. Ezekiel Mutua Matinge, there was Vincent Musyoki Musiemi, he was the senior prefect. There was Florence Ndina Musyoka, there was Mother Musyoka, there was Isaac Mwendo Kyove, there was John Munyao Kyove, there was Siowe Manzile, there was Philip Mangangi Mutava. Where are those people? Just mention a few. Makofi kwao. And I want to thank the teachers because of molding the minds of these people so that tomorrow, tomorrow these officers from Mrs. Kamuthi all the line here up to Mr. Munyao, they will not sit here. You are the ones who will sit here tomorrow with the time. Day in, day out. Tomorrow you will sit here. The chief will not sit here forever. The vicar will not sit here forever. The head teacher will not sit here forever. That is your chance. But we cannot sit here kwa sababu wakati wetu umeenda. You have every opportunity. Number 3. The chief is here and you are assistant chief. We want to call, with God giving us life and strength, we want to call all those pupils here this August or September. Sijui tutatumia miujiza gani kujua majina yote. All those pupils, I was saying, those are 40 years. Kila mwaka embo inasiana miongole, 40 times 20 is jana mananana. Embo kila zikema kia nasiana dhati kia mwanza kuma maithi form 1. Wale walikuwa mwaka uliopita, wako form 1 sasa. Those who are here last time but one, they are in form 2. But we shall call them here. I talked to the principal Karaba, I talked to Tundiso Malambo and the company and the limited. And we shall get them here. First of all, we shall show them what Michael has done. And they will tell us what we shall do about that block. That block, which used to be their roof when they were pupils. We are calling them here. Number 4, I want to talk about academic standards. Hii ni kazi ya mwalimu, lakini as the chairman, even if I come here and build stories, we cannot forget that that child is the beneficiary. That child is the beneficiary of what we are doing here today. Academic standards, I want to thank the teachers for the second time for the work you have done. Kilasi cha nana kinasi ndiye musingi nila mutinda mukadhe kuna imoko. Tuko na problem ya class 4 and class 7. Ani mutio? Chama na PTA. Tuko na problem ya class 7. And we met the teachers and we went in and in. Michael onawakatio kule kama somo imaseo. Nikenda ndo amo ke Texas like you. Ndakezi kukua 2090. Ikembe kwa ndwange, kembe kwa. Class 7 we went in and Mr. Munyao and others told us about chronic absenteeism. Chronic absenteeism. Nani wazazi? We don't want to see in a uniform here. Either you were secondary, either you were wapi. Uniform on the road. I'm talking this with a lot of bitterness because I am a teacher by profession and I know what I'm saying. On Monday, pupil Y is not in on Monday. Class 7, go there. You go to a class 7, pupil Y is not in on Monday. Then The following day is a Tuesday. You come and find pupil X has come, but pupil Y is not in, and you are teaching a graph.
Muthenya ucio ungi uyithia kana kau kitwaketa X niko kie lakini Y nake no teie na wisomethia kindu kila kitawa graph.
You go to Wednesday and start teaching about our county, Embu. Pupil Z is not in. What is wrong?
Wakatatu yambi osomethia obo wa county yitu no yithia nake ulamu manyewi wa Y nake ndekuo ni chauke na makosa.
Yeah, thank you very much. Let us have collective responsibility. Collective means Mr. Kiamati afanya yake, Mr. Mutuva yule anaenda huko secondary, na Olive afanya yake, yule mwalimu wa chemistry afanya yake. Karibu. Collective responsibility.
Ekaitu ikemawe atukwatanie kwa kukwatania. Nikana kila mwalimu, kila mwanafunzi, kila musiai, kila mukamiti eke wia wake nikana tuyanisia maundu ala membe waitu.
At this particular juncture, I have the pleasure to invite somebody whom I don't know, but I think is a bishop. Karibu Bishop. Karibu Bishop. Bishop Mori, karibu. Baba Sko. Yeah. I continue. Nimetoka kwa masomo. Let me request Mr. Mwoki to stand up. Our curriculum support officer, Nala Metoa Matak tutor, is Mrs. Annie Jage, who sent this man to my extreme left, Mr. Mwoki, the current head teacher, and I want to send you, today I'm talking in broad daylight. I was the head teacher, 1998. And nikatoka 1989 nikaenda vingine. You met my names there. I want to send you to Mrs. Jage and tell her, Mwana school ikwenda head teacher, Mr. Mwanyaono Ngevye.
I want to send you to, okay, ekana ambenebe ndo ebagu asia munene osu ungama baune watu miwe ni munene wa kisomo umunde kuone kwithoketwe munene wa kisomo na ake atuma munene osu na niwe ungamie skulu wa koma na mwalimu asia ai mwalimu kuuka na mwalimu munene kuukoma miaka yena bau na mutuma amwe obisi wa munene osu mutumie weza kuona bandu bende kandi master Mr. Munao eva nituendane neve lakini tuyenda ati usome getiana.
Yeah, thank you very much. About your channel kama sabu. Now the last bit now. I want to come to the nimurajika na ndipo taka kwa liandu makiara gani tamere na roga na mara takuyo ndipo taka kwa makiara gani. Now the last bit is my guest of honor, sir. Those days I was the sir. Today you are the sir. Maisha maenda makapinduka. Wasomeja kano akanika mikatu kupinduka katuka niwe tele mikateuke. Now I want to tell you
asia miaka yesu ya betukie wene wewe etawa saa ithi twamwita we itusomethia ba asia saa amefika na ibinda ya Maiko aisa lakini miaka emwe Maiko ni wo kwitwa saa maundu maenda makapinduka.
Yes. Ilana kuni kwa milengo kayungu kwa nguni kwa ya matani. Now my last bit, Mr. Michael Mutinda, I want to thank you. I'm now preparing to sit. I want to thank you in the presence of your bishop for what you have done. And may I say that we are still hungry. We are still hungry is a proverb. I don't know how we interpret that one to you. We are still hungry is a proverb.
Eya Mr. Mutinda ni watunga muvea na enda umina yu aimwea ni muvea nundua mondola wikite mwena bishop wake tuongele mwitu wake na tuyasia tuyonanza neta ndimo ndiye si ulogo mwaliolela ndimo yesu Mr. Mutinda tuyonanza na ewa mine asia no kuelewa.
I want to appreciate the presence of our bishop with us. Welcome so much. And again, we want to continue with today's program. It is said that leaders should be always ready. When you are called, you should be ready. And I want to welcome the principal ACK St. Michael Secondary School, Mr. Kiamati.
Our chief guest, Mr. Mutinda Michael. May I say you're my brother. Then I have the curriculum support officer representative. Thank you for being with us. All the other invited guests, I'd like to take this opportunity to say that it is pressure to be invited by my neighbor, Mr. Keiro. We are colleagues. I feel great to be here. And therefore, I would like to say one or two things. But before I say what I have, let me take this opportunity to invite my two colleagues, teachers, whom I came with. On my left, I have my HEPO deputy, Manambulia. Let her say hi to you.
We are so.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Buria. We are working together as a team, and we are happy. Next to Madam Buria, we have one of the peer teachers, one of the product of Malikini Secondary School, who has gone to university, and therefore we felt that it is good to have him to shed the light to the others and tell them that Malikini can produce students who can go to university.
Namba kuweka nundu nongona atamwiwa kisungu bautu iwae mwangaliko si ungebe mwana kionge ulane itunda ya Malikini skulu wa Malikini asome ya Malikini na thimbaka university na oko some thia ciana citu waune kuona ni Malikini no baume kindu giseo muiguna makobi.
Oh, thank you very much, Bwana Mutafa. Okay, he is called Mr. Mugendi, and he is teaching biology and chemistry. In addition to that, I would like to say that when this meeting was scheduled, I was to have a BOM meeting today, but with consultation with our EPO chairman, Olive Binya, we say no, we cannot continue when you have a meeting because you are part of us. In this meeting, we have some board members. Allow me to introduce them. Okay? Board members who are here of ACK Malikini Secondary School, please stand up wherever you are. It is my pleasure to introduce them to you. So that as you are working in Texas and you wish to assist Malikini Secondary School, you know that we have able people who can take care of the finances. And we are taking care of finances seriously. On my left side, so we have Mr. Mutova Daniel as one of the members. You can say hi. Senior Chief, they can now location. Yes. We have Madam Tabitha. I call her my mom and my mentor because she has managed to retire as a teacher. And that is very great, isn't it? Yes, Madam Tabitha, say hi.
Hi.
We have Joshua. You know him, isn't it? Yeah, he belongs to this community and he has worked with you people. Joshua, say hi to people. I wish I know a lot of Gikamba. I will say, wacha, hiyo ni sawa. Hiyo ni wale wa zamani, si ndio? Sawa. Ninajua nilikuwa nataka kuwapeleka huko ndani. Ndio sababu nimesema huko ndani ndio wazazi wangu wako. Si ndio sawa? Na wakati nilikuwa na shosho wangu alikuwa anakuja ananiambia wacha mwana wa Musai. Sijui something like that. But I remember my grandmother who was very good in that. Hapo ndani we have one of the members of the board, Madam Rose Katunge. You can wave the guests. Na huko mbele kabisa we have Madam Royce Bada. Those are some of the members of the board who are here with us. And we said instead of having our meeting there, when you are having your celebration here, this is a celebration, not a meeting. It is too bad. Therefore, thank you. I would like to say something, Bwana Michael, on behalf of Malikini Secondary School. Inajua wakienda hapa, choo, sindio? It is called choo. But the digital, we need to see a digital also. There, see, we are digitalizing everything, including what? Toilet, sindio? we digitalize also the toilet. We will be very happy. But I know you are able and you are capable. Thank you. Finally, because this was not meant to be my meeting, or I was not meant to say a lot, I would like to say that wazazi tuungane pamoja, tufanye kazi pamoja, tusaidie shule ya Malikini primary pamoja na shule ya nini ya Malikini secondary. I would like to say that without parent we cannot have offsprings. Mimi sijawahi kuona mahali kuna wazazi na hakuna watoto, si ndio? Na ikiwa hakuna watoto, kuna lugha nyingine tunatumia you adopt, si ni sawa? Iliyo familia iwe na nini na watoto. Kile nataka kusema ni ya kwamba Malikini primary parents, thank you for these kids. Hao watoto ninapowaona naona secondary iko na nini na watoto. Kwa hivyo watoto wa primary na wataka kuwapongeza, musome kwa bidii. Makofi kwa watoto wandogo. Walioko hapo wa secondary, ningependa kuambia kwamba there is much more beyond the secondary. Muangalie pale mbele msione sasa hiyo ndio mwisho. Otherwise, I'm very happy to be with you. Let us celebrate together and may God bless all of us. Thank you. Majina la kwa wale wanijui, naitwa Mr. Kiamati Jage Timothy. Labda wengine wako wanajua hayo yote, lakini leo umejua naitwa Timothy. May God bless all of us.
Makofi kwa principal. Thank you so much, Mr. Kiamati. For these kids to excel in the academics, their health was paramount. And that's why we invited an health officer to give us some hints. Is there a representative from the health department as a chief? In conjunction with that, I shall also allow the administration through the chief to double it up, making the remarks from the officer and his remarks. Welcome, our senior chief.
Our chief guest today, Mr. Michael and your daughter, our Bishop Molly, and teacher Malikini Primary School, our principal Malikini Secondary School, teachers, BOM Chairman, Assistant Chief Reakanau, I greet you. Good afternoon. Before I give health officer's remark and our ACC remark, I want first of all to invite Assistant Chief to greet you.
Thank you, Senior Chief. Our Chief Guest, Mr. Michael, Principal, SK Malikini Secondary School, Bishop Molly, and teacher of this primary school, all protocols observed, pupils and parents, good afternoon. Bishop, once more, I want to welcome you back again in this village. Feel welcomed. The last time we were you, it's like 2 years ago. You promised to be with us a time, and at God's chosen time, you are back here. Welcome in this village. The next thing I want to say, Michael, welcome back in my village. I have pleasure to say this sublocation belongs to you and belongs to us all. This village belongs to you and belongs to us all. I am grateful to see you and your daughter today. May I say, I was just given a chance by my senior chief to say, greet you and say a word. Michael, I'm grateful for when we started the work of Wind 1, you were there with this community. We came to the work of helping the needy through giving them medicine. You were there with this community. And the work still continues when you came here and you talked with me and I told you to drop to this primary school, and the community of this primary school gave you an needy case And I thank God for Mrs. Kemeo. Mrs. Kemeo, can you wake up? Just say, greet the congregation. That is the madam who gave the vision of what we have in and behind us today. Can you give her an hand clap? The other thing, can you wake up again, Mrs. Kemeo? I'm very grateful for all what was presented today here. Kiswahili took the day. I never heard any poem coming out from English fashion. Thank you, Mrs. Kemeo. I'm told you are the Kiswahili teacher here, and I'm grateful for that. Ama wazazi simuliona Kiswahili imechukua nafasi kuanzia darasa la kwanza hadi darasa la 8. I'm grateful, Mrs. Kemeo, for that good work. Hata mwalimu wa Kiingereza simjui, lakini ningetaka kuona vazi ya Kiingereza wakati mwingine, na Mungu atakubariki. I'm a student here. I'm a former student here, and I can assure you good things are taking place here. And the work is not over, Michael. When you communicated with me while you were away in Texas, you told me that you had a vision that is not over to the community. And you commissioned me to come and talk with the community, that is the parents, so that we can bring your vision come to be realistic. And I want to thank the parents at this juncture because of your good work and cooperation when we met in this school. Can you give yourself an hand clap? We assure you, Michael, that we shall be behind any project that God will give you a vision to accomplish in this school. We shall support it as the government and as the government officer on the ground. We shall put the community together and join hands to make it a realistic in the near future. God bless you for that. And finally, before I wind up, I want to thank God because of my teachers, all of them who are present today. Mr. Moli, Mr. Mutova, can you stand up? Mrs. Maloke. If it were not for you guys, teachers, I will not be the way I am today. Take my sincere appreciation to be what I am today. And if it was not for you, I cannot communicate well as you can hear today. Thank you and God bless you. Karibu Chief.
Thank you, Assistant Chief. I want to give a report of our public health officer, Mr. Madenge. I communicated with him during morning hours, and he has said that the toilet has met the required standards of health, and it is the only toilet, if not in the county, but the whole country of its kind. So I want to take this chance on behalf of the government and the community to say thanks to Mr. Michael for giving back to our community and our country this modern project of toilet. We are very thankful.
Niona mwalimu ai ngolia ni chao ne kio mutabia kwewa talama te manake moni na wana chief edho atuya ena report ya kuma kwe munene wa health ulaweta wa Mr. Madenge na isi echo kiu nikiani teka na nikibitu kiete standard sia utheu na ni chocha kipeke tio ndini wa Malikini boka ona ndini wa county onde ya Embu ayonekete kingita kiu mwikuna makobi kwa ni na kwa Mr. Michael bikama uye ya Mr. Michael ni mubea munono ndwa kwetekela kwete kitu ta kiu na kukiwe tumethia kithwa kwa Malikini.
I want to thank chairman, parents, pupils, and everybody who is here for supporting that project.
Nienda utungia asia yonde na siana na alimu na kila mundu wonde ukwatite choo kiu mbau.
I want to promise Mr. Michael, we shall bring materials which are in our reach, that is sand, water, and anything that we can reach to make sure that we support the other project which he is supposed to give us.
Nenda kuya bwana Michael kana idine tuyumetie kuweta material onde methoma yendeka thini wa site ni kana tutone kwaka choo kingi kila kikwendeka cha yetu nondo tumeona bata wacho kwa utu tayari kwika maondo asu ila tutabwa tweke.
My request to pupils through teachers is to make sure that the maintenance of that project is properly used.
Undolando no kulia asomi siana isi kalete bano nduzo situmia choo kiu nikana choo kiu kiwe na standard oesu neosa kende ni wacho wou utumi wacho witho we wa hali ya juu nikana theu we kale we osu kena uo tuyambia.
I also request team working, cooperation, and for our standard to be uplifted.
Na ni kulia ni kana tukwatane o tukwatanite na tuyende ya na maundu ala twaile kwika twi bamwe kila mundu ayete masuani ala winamo ala makwaka na ni kana mwikalele witu utone kukilwa kiwango kingi cha yulango.
And promise the government will do its part. I think a school feeding program is on place. Also, I will make sure we shall give bursaries to our students. I promise ACK Malikini Secondary School students, I will make sure CDF has given you Kenya shillings 90,000. Can you clap for them?
Na nyeta chief tinye niwe ningwasia kana nitu kwata mbau maundu mama endeo ala mekisio niki ta uiwa leu kana kunengane kwa leu la wisasa monza ku sukulu na ndene wa sukulu wito wa secondary wa Malikini ni kunengane to ne serikali silingi ngili miongo kenda.
I will make sure that also a county bursary, which I'm a member, I'll make sure that you will get your share. Can you clap for that?
Na nengu hakikisha kana ndeni wa county bala ne mu member wa committee la bursary kana ni mwatalwa ndeni wa kisioki tando matono benefit kuma bursary nesu ne mweko ne amakobi.
The other thing I want to say, I thank our students for discipline, because discipline is the key for a good standards.
Kila kingi nendo tungia muvea asomi maitu mundu wakwethi wana discipline kana mutuo museo nondo mutuo museo kana kwi kalianesa wina atabu nicho kindu kila kitono tutonethia twikene sandini wa mitiani yitu.
I also want to thank our sponsor for guidance and counseling to our students and special matters.
Ningwendo tungo muvea kwa sponsor wa itola ne CK nundu wa maundu mau manesiasiana situ undu matona ikala mwikale museo na undu matona kuende ya ndini wa maundu makivewa.
Mr. Michael, we don't have a reward for you, but God will give you a reward.
Michael, tuina muthinzi okwaku nondo baikindu tunengo kethia wi muyani inde ngai mwene niwe twisika naye na muthinzi okwondo waku.
All and any other stakeholders to unite together to make sure that we have flipped our standard of education in our location. May God bless you.
Ni asia ni mubea kwaku na kwa langi onde makwete bandu kisioni cha kuwete maendeleo ndini wa area ya ito na tuyasia ngaino kumutu tonethia kwika maundu pamwe na itu nikana tukilie kisio kitu pamwe.
Thank you. Nenda utunga mubea munene muno kwi ciana cito ikuni imoko nondo wenu na nukoka na kutulia sawa ekaitu kwata ni kana tu support kisomo thini wa location yeito jasia nangikula ciana cito cietho na nidhamu nezile mwethukisia marendio ni mwewa ciendo ithegwa tiwo na kindu taki maiko twetete ebatite maundu make akasubia mang'otele make akatutungea kuoko ta mwana witu sawa iko ila twekwa neza wetu izobia ciendo tiwo ila ne bangesicia ciana cito cia secondary akaini itunge muvea kwizila bala and teacher principal sorry ciana ici muyona ni ntheu sina yo thinziona ikaya neza ndiye ndatuinena ni asie bodu kana na itepo tiwo yiko unye Michael ndina muvea munene muno nundu wondo twikite na nienda kwazia kiujo ndekita wa kisomo ti sawa beza ici ndetho ana atie na nyana mwana nyandio mwana bana maiya na maikilia lakini ndatuikie neza yu asomethia mwana na ngai ya mwathima etho ae wandu onde ndetho ae wake ti sawa enda utungea Mr. Mutuba na alimu Malikini mubea munene muno Mr. Mutuba no aitalania andu acio gutala ndia asome abana asome ya kana undu Mr. Mulingi akililioga ba lewe kaola wa ibanye na rolokana ya kana